first time, welcome. Welcome to another vlog. Pages of Life Over 60. And as I always say, you don't have to be 60 plus. You could be 40, 50, 60, 70, and beyond. Welcome back to another vlog. Pages of Life Over 60. I'm Miss Robin. Pleasure to meet you. First timers. Not doing much of anything. Getting ready to run some errands. A few. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing after that. I'm a very spontaneous person, so whatever floats my boat and melts my butter, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone or hurt myself. Yeah, I do it. So, but how have you all been doing? Hope you're doing well. Enjoying. Today is Sunday, by the way. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday and enjoying all the things that God has for you. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Just enjoying the things that God has for me. What's for me is for me. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not doing much of anything at this present moment. Getting ready to run a few errands. And I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. To share something with you. I live in Ohio, and it's been some things taking place in the black communities that really, I won't say disturb my peace, but it is disturbing. Back during Juneteenth, there was an event for Juneteenth held in the local square, and my bag fell on the floor. There was an event held at the local square here, and it turned out bad. There was a George Floyd incident with a 16-year-old young lady who was upset because her brother had been arrested down at the event. She didn't know what was happening. She wasn't putting her hands on anyone, or she was basically exercising her freedom of speech. She was upset. She was yelling, that type of thing, but not hurting anyone. She wasn't hurting herself. She didn't put her hands on anybody. And the long story short, two officers, one went to basically touch her back with his fingertips, while the other one cuffed her. She was on the ground on her belly, and a third police officer came out of nowhere and dropped his full body weight on her neck. It was horrific. It was something I don't ever want to see again. The police officer received suspension with pay. Disturbing. Found out a couple of days ago that he is now returned to the force. He's back working. And I believe the case has been dismissed. So yeah, disturbed by that, because it wasn't right. Not to mention two older ladies about our age had also been arrested. They weren't doing anything wrong other than trying to calm her down. They weren't hurting her. They weren't doing anything, that they shouldn't have been doing. Trying to calm her down, to get her to calm her voice down, settle her voice down. That's it. Those two ladies were arrested too, and they were about our ages. I believe they sit on the boards of something. Don't remember quite what the boards are that they sit on. Probably have never been arrested in their life, a day in their life, or handcuffed, or well put together, standing citizens trying to decrease a situation. They were arrested. Found all of this information out just 2 days ago and was disturbed by it. You may say not knowing the whole story. The whole story was the video footage that I saw. The ladies were maintaining her. She wasn't fighting back or, pushing away. Anything like that. Because she was loud, the police officer approached her to quote unquote get her to calm down with her loud speaking. She's exercising her freedom of speech. She wasn't hurting anyone, never put her hands on anyone, and he touched her, grabbed her by her wrists, and that should not have happened. I am currently getting ready to pick up someone so that I can take them to run their errands and etc. as well while I'm doing mine. I am going to, and they don't want to be on film, so I am going to get back with you ladies in just a few minutes, and we'll be finishing the conversation. All right. Do you think at any given time on leave, being placed on leave, etc., if they should have been placed on leave with pay? I don't, personally. Yes, the law states you are innocent until proven guilty. In this particular situation, the officer was proven guilty by video footage by an upcoming journalist that sent the video footage to television stations, news stations across the U.S. Do you believe this officer should have been put on quote-unquote administrative leave with pay? And do you think he should be back to work? He's back to work under the conditions that he obtains and maintains for extra period of amount of time anger management classes. Do you think he should have been able to return back to work, which he is currently returned back to work with those stipulations of obtaining and maintaining anger management classes? Let me know down in the comments section. And while I'm running my own errands and taking someone else to run theirs as well, let's call it a good deed for the day, if you will. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll pick you ladies back up shortly. All right, ladies. Yeah, back to what we were talking about. And I did get a friend of mine situated with their their errands and etc. So I'm through with that. I told you ladies I would stop by again, and we can finish our conversation. So yeah, the police officer that put his knee on the young lady's neck. Mind you, again, she's only 16, and I know our young people today are not like they were when we were coming up. However, as I was saying, he is now back to work, and that part is disturbing because the city to which I reside in, it's already a reserved place. It's very reserved. And oftentimes, these police officers and whatnot, they look for things to do, and especially when it's something that is concerning black people, black communities, black, get-togethers. For example, the other day I went to one of the parks that we have here, and it's been around forever. They've renovated it over the years and did some wonderful things with it. However, there was a black family there under one of the pavilions having a family reunion. The police officers were very well present in letting it be known. The park rangers were very well present in letting it be known. So, I just pretty much, I thought my thoughts, felt my feelings, and proceeded to go head on and do what I was doing. I ended up at another park, and I tell you that this is around the time, August is around the time when, a lot of family reunions and things like that take place. Went to another park, and this time it was all Caucasian. There were no park rangers present. There were no police officers present. So I sat there and I waited. These roads are so doggone raggedy. Ugh. So I sat there for a little while because I wanted to see, at some point, are they going to drive through? Are they going to, what, I want to see what's going to happen. I was there for approximately 2 hours. Never saw a park ranger. Never saw a police officer. So that pretty much gives you the idea of what type of city this is. And I've been here pretty much all of my life. So, I'm rambling. Back to the conversation at hand. I don't believe this officer should have been allowed to go back to work. And things should have been examined a little bit more than what they were. That's my take on it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Oh dear God. So I am right now, I know many of you probably know and many of you don't, but my dad, my best friend, last July 8th, it's been 3 years, and I thought and sit with him for a little bit, or you know what I mean. I think I did. I need to back out and go back around. I always get confused when I do this. But also visit my grandparents too. Yeah, which pretty much goes back to the conversation of the city to which I live in, that I'm going to visit my dad and my grandparents in. It's all black people here. Up the road, we passed it coming to this one. but it's for Caucasian people. So that gives you an idea of, what type of place this is. And like I said, I've grown up here, been here all my life, pretty much most of it. Let's say that, most of it. And okay, there's the tree. I always get a little let's see if it's probably right here. I'm guessing it's right here. It's a little yeah. Okay, ladies, I'm going to take you with me. I'm not going to be here very long. My grandmothers, I'm at theirs first. My grandfather and my grandmother, married over 60 years. God rest their souls. So I come upon theirs first before my dad's. In actuality, he was supposed to be aside of them, but during this time he was in the nursing home, and he was in there when COVID started, and they ended up, after, they're supposed to be a minister who she had all of her business taken care of. When she had everything, and there was nothing to do. It was already done. And my dad, we had nothing to do but put a John Hancock. She had her bed taken care of, and what type she wanted, and we didn't think it was going to be in existent anymore, because she had that done 30 years or 40 years prior to that. But they had it very well put together, woman of God. And so my dad was supposed to be placed with his parents, and they end up supposedly losing, or so they said, all the paperwork, all the information that was installed in the systems were no longer, that we had to go downtown and all of this stuff and go in the archives and call this one and call that one, and it was a mess. And so he crossed the road, if you will, because there is roads across the road from them. You can see his place, and from where I'm sitting at right now, and when I'm over there I can see my grandparents' place. But yeah, they had it all messed up. So I think I'm going to leave the vehicle running, and ladies, come on, walk with me, walk with me. All right, so quick, and my aunt, my dad's sister, wanted me to also check to see if my grandmother's stone was in place, because they didn't put it there. It was ordered and paid for and all of that, just like her bed was. It was supposed to already be in place. Mind you, they could not find it. They didn't have it made and ready. And March of 2018. So basically, my family and I got together and had one made for her. Back in the winter time, and they told us that it would not be placed until spring, summer. Well, it's deep into summer now, so just want to check and make sure that they did place it. um, because and let me see. I think I'm in the right place. Okay, ladies. I am on my way around to see my dad. Don't mind the bells. It's the seat belt. I'm just hitting a little corner right here, going around this small corner, so I didn't put it on. Yeah. All right. So just got through visiting with my grandparents, aunts and uncles, my dad. And ladies, I want to say thank you so very much for going along the journey with me. I really appreciate you, ladies. You know, I am a daddy's girl. Under God, he was my best friend. Not just my dad, but my best friend as well. And yeah, I still have moments. Though it's 3 years later, doesn't matter. It was the type of relationship that we had with one another that was so amazing that most would want with their own dads. And I was blessed enough to have that. I was blessed enough to have that. I was a little distracted right there. They're doing construction work and doing a roundabout, if you will, in a part of the city. Ooh, bumps and things. But yeah, I'm still a daddy's girl, you know. And but I just want to say thank you, ladies, for taking that time with me, taking time out of your busy day just to sit, chit chat about life and the journeys that it can take you on. Thank you, ladies, so much. I really appreciate you all so much, so queens. And you know, right now I'm getting ready to head towards my grandmother's home, to which my brother resides in. Yes, he resides in it. He lives in it, in my grandmother's home. My sisters were like, you know, telling me I should do it. I prefer to be where I am. Yeah, so my brother took the house and is now living in it. So yeah, I'm on my way to hang out with him for just a second, if he's home. He doesn't know I'm coming. I didn't call him and tell him. I just I want to surprise him. They're like, "Hi, brother. How you doing? What you doing?" He will be surprised if he's home. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. And after that, I don't know. I'll probably end up going home. I don't know, throw a burger on the grill. It's a very beautiful evening. And put a burger on the grill, maybe a cheeseburger or something, you know, and unwind for the rest of my Sunday. These roads in this city is awful. They are. And you know, where there's a lot of businesses and homes and things of such, there should also be, you know, nice roads. But it's not. I'm not complaining. I'm not a complainer, y'all. I'm not. ladies, I may stop by and grab you again if something interesting is going on. If not, then I will see you in the next one. Alright, so until then, I love you to the moon and back with the love of God. And remember to let no one come into your presence without them walking away blessed. You know, a pat on the back. Hey, a simple, how you doing? Are you okay? A smile. Alright? He's not home. He's not home. Well, the front door is open. Maybe he is. Okay, so maybe I'm going to turn around. But again, let no one come into your presence without them walking away blessed. A hug, a smile, a pat on the back, a simple hi. You doing? Hi, how are you? Are you okay? All right. You don't know what someone else may be going through, and you may be that blessing to fill that void. All right. So I'll see you, ladies. Oops. In the next one. All right.